Well, hi everybody. This is a different kind of video. I kind of actually thought this long when the news about Stan Lee came up, and I thought a little bit doing a little small tribute to Stan Lee about what things he did, and me and my friends will be doing a little reaction to these funny animation things about Stan Lee, and then we will share our experiences with Stan Lee and how we came to know him, what got us into Marvel and all that stuff. So without any further ado, once again, I'm joining with Leo.
Hello.
And then Axel.
What's up, everybody?
And then there is Han. So yeah, funny how it's only been like a couple of weeks, but it still kind of feels a little bit fresh about passing of Stan Lee. I mean, before we start, how did all of you guys heard about Stan Lee's unfortunate demise?
It was. How did we hear about?
Yeah, how did you know about him, about the death of Stan Lee?
Through social media.
Yeah, mostly from social media.
Yeah, did you find it through like a certain a website or something like that?
I think it was. I think I just noticed Stanley trending on Twitter, and I was thinking, what's going on with Stan now? And that's when I heard the news.
Mine was a little bit more on different kind of source.
Okay.
It was through a Hitler parody video.
What?
Yeah. The Hitler parody videos channel had released a pretty much he actually was enough not to make it a big parody or anything. It was just a very sober video about passing of Stan Lee, and at first I was like, that didn't happen, this has to be weird joke. Then I went to Facebook and just saw all these RIP Stan Lee updates, and I was like, damn, it's true. Wow. But yeah, on over Stan Lee, right now we watch these funny videos, called Bad Days, the best of Stan Lee, and which will be great that Mr. Lee himself lended his voice into these animations. So this is so much better. So now, is everybody ready for this bit?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm
Good.
ready.
Okay, so we shall go then in 3, 2, 1, and play.
Bad Days.
Best of Stan Lee.
Hey, don't worry, kid. Everyone has a bad day.
Yeah.
Chin up.
Ooh.
That's it. I've had enough of this weirdness. I'm out of here.
Oh, Stan Lee.
Toki.
Hey, you can't do that here. I'm giving you a ticket. I don't get it. Where did the small guy go to? Who's
That should have
making
been
all
the
that
actual
noise
cameo.
out there? I shouldn't be in this one, right?
Nope. DC.
He actually appeared
I
in
was
the
never here.
Teen Titans Go
Titans.
movie.
Yeah, that was okay.
Oh, man. I've got to lay off those cocktails. What the hell? Don't drink that. That's terrible. Try these instead.
I like how one has a skull on it.
I really don't like Iron Man 2.
I think it's okay.
It's my least favorite
Hey. Sorry, we're closed. Come back next season.
Wow.
Was that a raccoon? Needs more salt.
Stand the man.
Aren't they gonna give more salt?
He said it.
You're bitten!
Stanley can survive the zombie apocalypse.
Excelsior!
He said it.
Excelsior.
I had to go.
Maybe death.
Ah, hell. Not again.
I am Groot.
I am Stan.
I am Groot.
I am Stan.
I am Groot.
I am Stan.
Oh yes, Thanos actually had a copter in original comics.
Ah, yes, I
Yes.
remember.
I did not know.
Yep, there you go. I guess the glove didn't do much for him.
Star-Lord.
Yep.
Legos.
Make nice reference.
Oops.
But no.
Stan's not impressed. Nope. I'm going to get past Stan.
What happened to the good old days?
Yeah.
DC.
Hey, stop destroying everything. Come on, act like a damn hero.
Yeah.
Wow, I caught one. Man, this is a big one.
Aquaman?
Godzilla? Yeah, Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yes, such a tiny one.
Yo, bitch, this is some good stuff. Yo, for real.
Wow, I never thought I'd ever
Yo,
hear
yo, yo,
Stabby say
what's up?
bitch before.
Yo.
I'm pretty much going yo. Oh!
Heisenberg.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Oh, classic.
That was excellent.
Awesome.
Good way for us to do a little tribute to Stan. So now I will go quickly on my history on Stan Lee, and pretty much I never actually started with any of the Marvel or Stan Lee's comic books as a kid. Funny thing, my first introduction to Stan Lee and his creation pretty much was from the 90s, the Fox cartoon Spider-Man show. And after that, it was a long while since and then after that I saw the Hulk movie, the first Hulk movie, the one from the early 2000s.
Ang Lee.
Yes.
Ang Lee Hulk.
Yes, Ang Lee Hulk, and I think from there I started to notice Stan Lee. I've noticed him first time because I never saw the episode in the Spider-Man animated show where Stan Lee himself appeared, and I never got that far in the show when it was airing in Finland. I don't know why. But still, pretty much, I really got into Stan Lee when Sam Raimi's Spider-Man came out. And pretty much from that I started to more notice him appearing all the Marvel movies, and pretty much started to get more to know his work, all the stuff he has made over the years, and he has done a lot over the years, pretty much. I mean, yeah, he probably hasn't done so much like we like to claim, but still, he was still part of many of those jobs, I'm sure. All the stories, characters that has been created in Marvel, I'm sure he has had some part creating them. So, what about you guys? What was your introduction to Stan Lee and pretty much Marvel?
Well, mine was actually was a VHS tape actually of one of an episode from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. It was the episode with when Venom was introduced.
Best.
But before that episode started, actually, on the VHS tape, Stan Lee actually came on doing a little introduction to it, and he talked about how he created Spider-Man and also his time at Marvel.
We didn't have that on our finished VHSs.
Then of course the cameos came, and then there was documentaries on TV, and later years there was those. Well, back in 2012 or 2011, I actually met.
Yeah, I remember it was on Facebook. But also I was very jealous.
Though the interaction was very brief, though. I saw that he was doing autographs and photo shoots, and at the time I could only afford the photo shoot, so I went there. Though I couldn't actually talk to him because so many people were lining up, and we had to hurry along. But just being near him and just nodding my head, he nodded back, and we took the picture together. And then about a year or so later, online he did this sort of online Q&A where he would send audio messages back if you ask him a question.
Ooh.
And I asked him if there was ever an adaptation of his autobiography, who would he cast to play him in it? And 1 month later he actually responded. He said, "Hiya, Leo. I'd cast Leonardo DiCaprio to play me." I think he's doing it now.
Nice. Okay, now I want to see that. They have to honor Stan's word.
Yeah. I actually did do some research, and it turns out there was some truth to that. It turns out Leonardo DiCaprio actually wants to play Stan if there ever was a biopic about him.
Wow.
Well, it will be.
They had to do, if they ever going to do that, they have to put Leonardo there.
May.
Yeah, but still, Leonardo has to be part of it and be young Stan Lee. There's no other way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. What about you, Axel?
Well, my history with introduction to Stan Lee is a bit of complicated. I'm not sure, although I was a quite of young kid back then. I did watch the 90s Spider-Man, of course, some episodes which I don't recall much which ones I saw, and then there was a little bit Batman, but that's a completely different franchise. But but the very earliest concept, say, where I got introduced to Stan Lee was a certain The Simpsons episode where he starred as a guest star in it. So that was my first and probably early introduction to Stan Lee himself. Even though I was quite young kid back then, but I still kind of got the basics out of him.
Yeah, basic idea.
Used to him. Yeah, pretty much. Yes, that's. And even though I watched a lot of superhero films way back then, like the Hulk film from 2003, and then the Fantastic Four, and including of course the
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four films, and then Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But I still not kind of ignored much about, or did not took notice about Stan Lee's cameos way back then, since I didn't pretty much not care much about him, even though I already got the basic idea out of him from the Simpson episode.
Okay.
But then over the years, he slowly started to build up from there, and I pretty much started to know him from his reputation.
I don't know what was about him in the Hulk movie, but for some reason he just was in my mind so much that I remember his cameo so much for some reason. I forgot to mention the Fantastic Four cameos. They were also something for some reason took notice, even though I didn't realize it until much later. And well, you, Hannu, what about your experiences with Stan Lee?
Well, it was the 90s. Obvious answer, 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah!
And I watched that whole series, and I remember that episode like, who? Gone like 15 years after that. The Marvel movies are going to begin, and the Sam Raimi ones. And also one Spider-Man comic I read. There was Stan Lee question corner answer.
Oh, nice.
I think I don't have the comic back home.
Okay, but you read it still somewhere?
Like...
In a store?
No, I own.
Oh, okay.
But...
It's lost.
I was watching the Marvel movies like, who? Huh? And then the Linkara shows.
Yep.
And Linkara like, oh. And I'm gonna find little more stuff of Stan Lee stuff. And we create like, nice.
I was somewhat before I started watching Linkara's reviews. I already had some basic idea of Stan, but I kind of forgot about them, and especially when the Marvel Cinematic Universe really started to kick in. That's when my interest peaked more, and I had to learn more about him. And he certainly has lived interesting life.
And he's always with the fans. He always loves his fans.
Actually, we are not going to do a reaction for that, but I suggest you guys check it out. Blockbuster Busters top 10 awesome Stan Lee moments.
And he was always in the Comic Con, the first Comic Con. He was there in the 70s.
He was original Comic Con, the guy first ever guest of honor in any convention. Stan Lee started the whole thing pretty much.
Yeah.
Right. But quickly about the Blockbuster Buster, you can check it out, that video from Dailymotion.
Okay.
Just write on Google Blockbuster Buster and top 10 Stan Lee moments, and you can find the video. There's really
one moment that was not in that video. It was when Stan Lee dressed as Revolver Ocelot in 2006 or 7 video game.
When Stan Lee went as what? No?
Revolver Ocelot for Metal Gear Solid games.
Oh, right. I'm not familiar.
There's a video in YouTube. You can watch.
Yeah, I have heard it. I never played it.
Yeah, well, I know that a few years ago he did do this photo shoot dressed as Robin Hood at some point, which was interesting. I think he just wanted to be Robin Hood at some point in his life. So.
Well, by the way, funny thing about you guys really should check out Linkara's many reviews of Stan Lee, especially Linkara reviews what if Stan Lee had created DC Universe.
Yes, the Just Imagine series.
Yes, it's really great. So far, Linkara has reviewed what if just imagine Stan Lee creating Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Green Lantern. They are really great.
Different.
Yeah. It's interesting to see how much Stan Lee's idea about these characters is so different from what we have gotten used to. I mean, for example, Superman in Stan Lee's mind is from another galaxy, a space cop, pretty much. And a time traveler as well.
Very interesting.
And Batman is a wrestler.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but isn't his name like Wayne Williams?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because he liked using those types of names for his character.
He pretty much fully revamped Batman, and then there was Wonder Woman, who was not an Amazon, but I think her origins came from now Aztec origins, if I remember correctly.
Aztec, interesting.
And Flash became Fast because she got infected with what was that little bird that wings flap very fast? That like
hummingbird.
Yeah, she got some hummingbird DNA, so now she runs fast.
Well,
and
it's
other chemical
more,
stuff.
Well, it's somewhat more believable than just being hit by a bolt of lightning.
And chemicals.
Which I think was the...
Yep.
Chemical... Well, I guess the chemicals kind of helped.
And then Green Lantern, pretty much the much more awesome and better version of Captain Planet. I would say this much.
Captain Planet, yes.
Yeah, but see, I suggest you guys check out Link Harvest reviews of them. They're very great. I love them.
I'll do.
And yeah, what else? Well, anything to say about Stan Lee, you guys? Suddenly I have a little black hole in my mind again.
Well, I did hear this one really cool story that happened with Stan. Basically, when Fox was making X-Men Days of Futures Past, there was they did plan to have Stan Lee to do a cameo in it, which he agreed to, but unfortunately the day of shooting was actually the same day that he was doing a comic book convention. And
I remember.
And he said that he'd much rather meet fans than do the cameo, which was kind of cool of him, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now I remember this one. I quickly tell it because it seems my camera is running out of battery. So quickly, when Stan Lee and his wife met and they've been together like a week or so, and Stan's wife was then married to another person, they quickly flew to the other part of the world to get divorce papers and just get married together. This is the very short version. Just check it out, the Watch Mojo's top 10 Stan Lee.
Yep.
Facts.
I think I already have his autobiography, The Amazing, Fantastic, Incredible, which is it's a good read, actually.
Yeah, it is. But now we have to now end it here because my camera is dying. So I hope you guys enjoy this little tribute to Stan with me, my friends, and my Infinity Gauntlet. I hope you guys enjoy this, and until next time, stay true believers, and Excelsior!
Excelsior!
Oh yeah, Excelsior!
Until we meet again.
Until next time, everybody, and Stan Lee. So,
Stan Lee.
yeah, bye.